Hey guys, welcome back to IluMind. You Squared by Price Pritchett is not your average self-help book. It's a punchy call to action, urging us to ditch incremental progress and strive for exponential growth. Pritchett argues that we're all capable of achieving far more than we think possible. But this requires a shift in mindset, a willingness to embrace discomfort, and the courage to leap beyond our perceived limitations. This book is packed with practical wisdom and inspiring anecdotes. Pritchett deftly combines insightful analysis with real-world examples. He shows us how to break free from the shackles of mediocrity and unleash our true potential. Get ready to have your assumptions challenged and your perspective broadened. This isn't about becoming superhuman overnight. It's about understanding the principles of exponential growth and applying them to our own lives, step by achievable step. Are you ready to become U squared? Pritchett introduces the concept of quantum leaps, a term borrowed from physics. In the quantum world, electrons don't just move gradually, they jump from one energy level to another. Similarly, Pritchett argues our personal and professional lives shouldn't be about small, incremental steps. Instead, we should aim for dramatic, game-changing shifts. These quantum leaps can occur in any area of life: relationships, careers, personal development. They represent a significant departure from our current trajectory. Think of it like this: climbing a ladder versus riding a rocket ship. On both will get you higher, but the rocket ship gets you there exponentially faster. That's the power of thinking in terms of quantum leaps. It's about setting audacious goals and then figuring out the unconventional strategies needed to achieve them. Pritchett emphasizes the importance of venturing outside our comfort zones. He argues that true growth happens at the edge of our abilities. Our comfort zones, while cozy and familiar, can become cages that limit our potential. This doesn't mean we need to live in a constant state of anxiety. It's about recognizing when we're being held back by fear and inertia. It's about pushing ourselves just a little bit further than we think we can go. Think of a time you learned a new skill. Remember the initial awkwardness, the frustration, but with persistence, that discomfort eventually gave way to competence, even mastery. That's what happens when we dare to step outside our comfort zones. We discover hidden talents and unlock new levels of capability. Often, the biggest obstacles to our growth are not external, but internal. Pritchett highlights the power of our beliefs, both positive and negative, in shaping our reality. Limiting beliefs, often formed in childhood or through past experiences, can act as invisible barriers. These beliefs whisper doubts in our ears, telling us we're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy of success. The first step to overcoming these mental barriers is to become aware of them. What limiting beliefs are holding you back? Once we identify these negative thought patterns, we can begin to challenge and reframe them. Pritchett provides practical tools and techniques for reframing limiting beliefs into empowering ones. This process takes time and effort, but the rewards are well worth it. When we free ourselves from the shackles of limiting beliefs, we unlock a world of possibilities. Pritchett challenges the conventional view of failure as something to be avoided at all costs. Instead, He encourages us to embrace risk-taking and view setbacks as valuable learning opportunities. He argues that failure is not the opposite of success, but rather a stepping stone on the path to it. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. You're bound to fall a few times before you find your balance. Each fall, though painful in the moment, teaches you something valuable about balance, coordination, and the limits of physics. The same principle applies to other areas of life. Each setback, each failure, provides valuable data that can inform our future efforts. The key is to adopt a growth mindset, to view challenges not as threats, but as opportunities for learning and development. When we embrace failure as part of the process, we become more resilient, more adaptable, and ultimately more successful. While U² is rich in theory and inspiration, it's the practical application that truly matters. Pritchett provides a roadmap for integrating these principles into our daily lives. He encourages us to set audacious goals, to break those goals down into smaller, actionable steps, and to surround ourselves with supportive people. One powerful technique Pritchett suggests is the 30-day challenge. This involves identifying an area where you want to make a quantum leap and then committing to a 30-day plan of action. This could be anything from starting a new exercise routine, to learning a new language, to taking steps towards a career change. The key is to choose something that both excites and challenges you. By committing to consistent action over 30 days, you create momentum and build new habits that can lead to lasting change. Remember, quantum leaps are not about overnight transformations, but rather about consistent effort applied in the right direction. One of the most impactful takeaways from U² for me was the concept of acting as if. Pritchett argues that our actions often precede our beliefs. In other words, we don't always need to wait until we feel confident or ready to take action. Sometimes, the act of taking action, even if it feels uncomfortable or scary, is what ultimately builds our confidence. This resonated deeply with me. As someone who's often struggled with self-doubt, the idea of acting as if was both liberating and empowering. It gave me permission to step outside my comfort zone, to take risks, and to pursue my goals even when I didn't feel fully ready. And you know what? It worked. By acting as if I were confident and capable, I gradually became more confident and capable. U² is a powerful reminder that we are all capable of achieving extraordinary things. It's not about some magical formula or overnight transformation. It's about embracing a growth mindset, challenging our limiting beliefs, and taking consistent action towards our goals. As Pritchett so aptly puts it, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. So, what are you waiting for? Embrace the principles of U² and embark on your own journey of exponential growth. The world is waiting to see what you're capable of. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and let me know in the comments. You can also let me know which book summary you'd like to see next. See you next time.